can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's Blerd without fear. Welcome back to the channel. All right, today's video, I'm gonna be taking a look at the trailer, Kraven the Hunter. The trailer actually leaked like under an hour ago or so, and then a red band trailer and the actual full trailer was released by Sony because I guess they figured, well, it's already out in the, in the wild, pun intended. Just based on the little bit I have already seen of this, just kind of already leaked online, I already kind of feel like this is going to get the Morbin vibes, but let's go ahead and get into it. God damn. Is that supposed to explain why he hates Spider-Man? Okay. Dude, he's just jumping through plate glass windows like that.
They are prey. We are predators.
Oh man, y'all drug poor Russell Crowe into this.
Your mother is dead.
She died because you sent her away.
She was weak, sick in her mind. You know my business, yes?
I already have some thoughts about Russell Crowe.
It's about strength.
And then Aaron Taylor Johnson's accent here. I'm not feeling this.
An opening. Shoot. Shoot.
That line is tearing his ass up.
Like his mother. Leave him.
See, this is why they shoot him from the car.
What happened that day?
I stared death in the face, and for the first time, I saw my true self.
I don't like that he doesn't have the accent. I don't know, I just can't divorce myself from that.
They say he uses a connection with animals to track his prey. And once you're on his list, there's only one way off.
There's 6 of us, and only one of you.
There's 6 of you now.
Like, that would be such a good one-line if he actually would have said it with the accent. Like, there are 6 of you now.
Why do you hunt?
My father.
I guess that's supposed to be Calypso? I think that is supposed to be Calypso.
I take it out.
God damn!
I think you're some kind of honor. Exactly like our father. Just another man hunting for a trophy.
God damn!
We're murderers. Isn't that what he taught us?
You don't get to do that to me anymore.
Mr. Teglin? Mr. Teglin? Where's Mr. Teglin?
Oh, he's standing in him.
I'm not gonna lie, some of this actually looks God damn! Jesus!
Goddamn lunatic.
Oh, you just figured that out now?
She said exactly what I was thinking.
There is an animal in each one of us.
Don't you want to know why they call me the Rhino?
Wow. We are really going to drag poor Rhino into this. Man, I have so many thoughts right now. There are so many thoughts like just racing through my head right now. First and foremost, we have Aaron Taylor Johnson. This was playing Sergei Kravenov, and while I actually was initially pretty hopeful for his performance here, I feel like, once again, I cannot divorce myself from the idea that he does not have the accent. It's kind of the same way I felt about Scarlett Johansson in the MCU. Like, she doesn't have the Russian accent. It just, it was always that thing that just grated on me. And then we have Russell Crowe in this, and he is playing an unnamed role. So part of me is wondering if they're kind of pulling a little bit from the comics, because technically, while for the most part, Kraven in some iterations is just regular man, he did take a magic potion from Calypso that gave him basically superpowers. But in this, Calypso is played by Ariana DeBose. So that's another wrinkle in this, because it seems like she is not connected to Kraven in the same way that she is in the comics. It seems more like she's an ally who doesn't even seem to really understand why or what he is or how he's doing what he's doing. So I don't think that's the case. And then you've got Alessandro Nivola playing the Rhino, but they're doing it in a different way because in the comics, the Rhino got his powers through a costume. Like, it's not a thing that he turns into. I'm wondering how that's gonna play. I'm not really 100% certain how I feel about that. But the thing I feel like they're going with here, I wonder if they're doing what they did in the comics very recently. Those that haven't been keeping up with Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, when Nick Spencer was on the book, not the current run, but the previous, they did this whole deal where it was revealed that Kraven the Hunter, because he was getting older, he had clones of himself made by the High Evolutionary, oddly enough, who just recently appeared in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. But one of those clones killed all the other ones, and all the clones had superpowers. And technically, while Kraven proper had the Calypso potion and they gave him the same thing, these guys were supposed to be like next level, more powerful than the original Kraven. So I don't know if this is what they're going with here, and that's why they haven't revealed who Russell Crowe is playing. I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out he was in fact the original, like the OG Kraven, and everything else is just spawned off from him. I don't know. I don't really know where they're going with this. I feel like this is one of those movies that, while I like the idea of it, I don't know if I'm actually going to enjoy it, because it looks like it has the things that Morbius lacked. Like, Morbius was a largely bloodless movie for a movie about a vampire. I mean, it had some blood, but it was like glimpses and flashes of it here and there, and most of it was CG. Which, I mean, not that that's a big deal or anything. Blood in most movies is CG nowadays, but it just struck me as odd. And this is like, man, this is gonna be a movie about a character who we all know is connected to Spider-Man, and there's not gonna be any Spider-Man in this. I'm going to tell you right now, there's not going to be any Spider-Man in this whatsoever. And if there is, I'll be pleasantly surprised. I feel like if this was any other movie, like if this was just a movie starring Aaron Taylor Johnson as just some random hunter dude who suddenly got powers, this isn't connected to anything Marvel related, I feel like I would actually enjoy this movie. I think if it was just a regular movie, like if it was like how we have Chris Hemsworth in Extraction, it's just about a dude. This is a story that could just as easily be stripped of anything Marvel or Spider-Man related and could just be a movie that could stand on its own that would probably be pretty damn good, because it wouldn't have the stigma of being something that's supposed to be a quotey fingers Marvel movie made by Sony. I want to like this. I want to be interested. I never want anything to fail, but man, this movie is supposed to come out sometime in 2023, and I feel like when I see it, if I had a rating system that I could give it, but a thing I typically say when I tell people about movies that I watch, one of the common things I say when I see a movie that is just like, it's a thing I saw, I usually say it's a movie that came out in 2023 or whatever year the movie came out. That's what I feel like. It is just a movie. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It tells a story, and it opens and ends. That's it. That is what I feel this movie is gonna ultimately be. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, do the YouTube thing, like, share, comment, subscribe. Make sure that you tap that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I put out, and let me know what you think of the Kraven Red Band trailer. Keep it plus ultra and sound off in the comments.